Hi everyone, Stacy Whiter here on behalf of Campus Mortgage with a two-part video series with a refresher on what is the meaning of independent verifications when it comes to verifications of employment. Now just a quick reminder before we get started, this video is for informational purposes only and should not be considered legal advice or used in place of FNMA guidelines. Also, this video was issued on August 7th, 2018, and the information contained in this video is subject to change without notice. So independent verification, why is it so important? Well, first, it makes it possible for lenders to verify one of the most important aspects of the borrower's ability to repay the mortgage, their employment and their income. And also, it's required pretty much by all investors. So this is a requirement that has to be met on each and every loan. So VOEs help to prevent fraud. That's fraud that can be perpetrated by the borrower, the loan officer, or another interested party. So doing an independent verification can help prevent that. It can also help reduce lending risk. So potentially putting a borrower in a loan that they can't afford to repay because maybe they misstated or overstated their income. It can also protect the lender and the investor from potentially being sued down the road by the borrower, claiming that maybe they put them into a loan that they couldn't truly afford. And also, very importantly, can help avoid loan repurchases. Most lenders sell their loans on the secondary market, and if the investor, whoever they sell the loan to, goes back and they audit the file and they find an issue with the VOE or how it was done, or they confirm that it wasn't done independently, they could require that lender to purchase the loan back, which can be very expensive. So what does independent mean? In part 2 of this video series, we're going to take a look at this a little bit deeper. But really what it comes down to is obtaining that important information from a confirmed source which validates the borrower's supplied income and employment information. So in other words, going out and doing your due diligence to make sure and independently verify. So that means not taking the borrower's word for it, not taking the loan officer's word for it, or any other interested party in the transaction, not taking their word for it as to what the borrower's income and employment is. So you have to also keep in mind Fannie Mae requirements when it comes to this. So lenders must obtain a verbal VOE for each borrower using employment or self-employment income to qualify. When it comes to employment income, so that's someone who works for someone else or a company, a verbal VOE must be obtained within 10 business days prior to the note date. Now for self-employed income, a verbal VOE must be obtained within 120 calendar days prior to the note date. So you definitely want to keep those requirements in mind. All right, that concludes part 1 of this two-part video series. Make sure you watch part 2. We're going to go a little bit deeper into this. Thanks so much for watching. For more tips and videos, please visit campusmortgage.org to look for their weekly mortgage video tips designed for all mortgage professionals, including underwriters, loan officers, processors, closers, and post-closers. We'll see you next time.